Hello rookies, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Rachel and I am a part-time reseller on Poshmark and Mercari. And today I have for you a what sold video, just become my regular videos until I can branch out and bring you some more content. But for now, I hope that you like this content that I'm bringing you, sharing with you some of my or each month my sales, and hopefully you're learning from what I'm sharing with you. And if you enjoy watching this kind of content, please give me a like, and a subscribe would mean ever so much to me, and I appreciate it so much. So my sales for November were very good. My last few months, September, October, November, have been pretty consistent. Nothing has baked September just yet. As you've watched my previous videos, September was a great month. October was interesting, and November brought its own set of challenges, but also something new, and also a good month as well. So let's see, we'll go into, first of all, I sold 47 items. I made a profit of $894.97. I was hoping to reach that $1,000 goal, $1,000 profit goal like I did in September. We got close, just short on that. Total sales was over 1,000. It was $14.50 and 40 cents. My average sales price per item was $32.31. So we're getting kind of in that 30, stuck a little bit in that 30 something ASP range. At the beginning of November, I was averaging about $38 average sales price, and I was so happy about that. However, as Black Friday came and Secondhand Sunday, Cyber Monday, I did offer some significant discounts, and so that did bring my average sales price down a little bit, but we're still in $30 range and still happy with that. My average cost of goods per item was $5.57. As you may know, I'm still sourcing from my local Goodwill. It's just delivering every week, and so I just can't seem to break away from just staying here in town and sourcing. I source probably on average about 20 to 22 items every single week, and each of those are doing really well. So I did finally make a trip. If you follow me on Instagram, if you don't follow me, you can go onto Instagram. It's Your Rookie Reseller. I did make it to the bins. So yay! After 9 months of reselling, and had only made one trip to the bins, which was at the very beginning. I happened to be in Fort Worth getting my daughter's hair done. Also, shout out to my sister-in-law who did my hair. If you notice, it's a little darker. It's faded a little bit, but anyways, I digress. My daughter was getting her hair done, and I had 3 hours to kill, and was looking for the Goodwills around. And the bins popped up, and I did not realize how close it was to there. It was only less than 5 miles away. So I said, I am out of here and I'm going to go check out the bins. So I can tell about that in a future video, but I went mainly just to source shoes. So now I have tons of shoes in my closet. So that was a great haul. It was a fun trip, and I do want to get back and source some clothes and some other things. But for now, usually I'm just at my local Goodwill. So I do spend, $5 to $6 per item. Jeans are like $10. Dresses are around $9 to $10. Pants are usually around $5 or $6. So after usually I'm so sad to report this. I used to brag, and I think I bragged too much about my Goodwill giving me a senior discount on Tuesdays. It has come to a stop. The same lady keeps checking me out. I'm guessing maybe they just started cracking down on their employees doing that. So sad day for me. However, I do get a $10 reward, loyalty reward pretty much every time I check out. So I did get $10 off my total, which brings my average cost of goods down a little bit. Very sad about losing that senior discount. So I guess I'll have to wait another 20 something years before I get official senior discount. Oh, well, so my average profit per item is around $20. So I'm making $20 profit for just sourcing at my local Goodwill. That's really great. And if that's you, don't be ashamed of that. Sure, there's people out there sourcing much higher valued things, but they're doing that usually retail arbitrage and finding things, high-end brands, paying up for it and able to resell it for higher. If that's not feasible for you, as it is not necessarily for me right now in my season of reselling, be proud of profiting, taking a Goodwill item that you sourced for however much money, less than $10 usually on average, and flipping it, making $20 profit. That's after fees and everything. Good for you. High five. Be proud of yourself. Pat yourself on the back. I'm proud of it. I'm loving my business right now. It's fun. It's still enjoyable to me. It's not stressful. Usually, the only thing stressful for me is looking at that death pile and thinking I need to list those things, and everything in me wants to just go shopping and buy more stuff. That's the only stress. It's pretty easy and it's pretty fun and I'm loving it. And I think that's important for me right now. This is not my sole source of income in my life. My husband is an amazing breadwinner, and it allows me to stay at home and do what I enjoy doing and just having some extra spending money. So it's not everybody's business model, but it's my business model. And for now, it's fantastic. And I love it. And I'm proud of my numbers. So with all of that intro, let's get into what I sold. So beginning of the month, it looks like on November 2nd, I sold a pair of Anthropologie Pilcrow in the letterpress high-rise flares. So flares are still doing really well. I bought those for $7.12. I sold them for $38. And I made a profit of $21.50. My writing is really, or this print is really small, so I'm gonna have to strain a little bit. $21.56 profit on those jeans. So that is great. Next is a pair of Rag & Bone flare jeans. I believe these are the ones that I had sourced at my Uptown Cheapskate using credit from selling to them. So I did not count that as a cost to me since I used credit. I sold them for $46 and made a profit of $39.57. So that's awesome. If you are not taking some of your basic pieces that don't resell for a lot, but they're still trendy, take those to, if you have that option, to a local buy-sell trade store. And they usually, at least for me at Uptown Cheapskate here in North Texas, I get usually about $3 to $4 per item for things that are just, Bolo brands, bread and butter brands like Old Navy or Brandy Melville or PacSun, those kind of things that don't resell for a lot but are trending. That's what my buy-sell trade store snatches up. So if you have a bunch of those kind of things that you have found either at the bins or garage sales, things that are just a low costs for you, then I would recommend taking them to the buy-sell trade store, using that credit to purchase things either for yourself, which I do on occasion, or using that to source things for reselling. So that is what I did in this case. And so that turned out really profitable for me. Excited about that. Rag & Bone, I've heard, doesn't necessarily sell very quickly. I haven't had trouble. I think I've sold a couple of Rag & Bone things without much weight. So take that as you will. It's been decent for me. It obviously just depends on how current the style is, most likely. Next is a pair of Hey Dude men's shoes. I had gotten at a garage sale for $5, and I had not sourced or sold any Hey Dude shoes. So this was my first time doing so, and boy, am I glad I did, because they sold super duper quickly. I sold them for $40, which I was surprised about because I feel like brand new they're around that price. I guess it just kind of depends on where you're getting them from, but I sold them really quickly for $40, and after my costs and fees, I profited $27 off of those shoes. So definitely Hey Dude is a great Bolo brand that is still selling pretty well. Next is a pair of Lululemon Align stirrup pants. So they were very cute. Nobody in my house wanted to wear them. They were our size, but because of their stirrup, I just don't know how you wear that. We went ahead and listed those. I bought them for $5.29, sold them for $50, and they sold quick. So I guess that is something people are looking for as well. I guess if you do dance, ballet, core, I think I might have tagged that as yoga. Maybe it just helps those things to stay in place. I don't know. They were cute. But those sold for $50, and I made a profit of $34.71. So always happy to sell Lulu. The next on November 4th, we're on the November 4th now, sold a pair of Madewell. So this month was a good Madewell month. I looked through, and even one of them that wasn't listed on there, I sold 4 or 5 Madewell. So Madewell is one of my best performing brands in my closet. I find it fairly often. Jeans, shirts, I have found dresses. They always do really well. And they were the 11-inch, so that is a more current style to the 11-inch high rise. They were still skinny, still selling those skinnies. I bought those. Okay, so I actually sourced those also from Uptown Cheapskate. So I did pay up $17.99 for those. However, I am pretty sure that I used my credit on those. So I don't think I should really count that I actually paid for those. So we'll go with that. I sold them for $48. So great for Madewell. And so I'm going to say after my fees, we made about $37 on those. So very good profit on those. I just realized I just made mistakes on my inputting here. Next, on November 5th, I sold a pair of 7 for All Mankind. I think I've been sitting on these from the very beginning. I had listened to YouTubers saying 7 for All Mankind does really well for them. These were the Roxanne Vintage Low-Rise Straight. Yeah, obviously it's a little outdated, but people are saying low-rise is coming back. I just sat on these for a while, so I would be careful picking up 7 for All Mankind jeans in the future, just I guess based on style probably. But I bought those for $7.79. I sold them for $20. So yeah, I took a little bit of a low price on those. I don't know if that's a normal price for that brand. I was just ready to move them out of my closet. So after fees and all that, I only profited $6.49 off of those. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'll be purchasing 7 for All Mankind in the future. I guess I'll just have to wait and see if there's any more current brands out there. Moving right along, on November 6th, I sold a pair of Vionic sneakers. I used to really love selling Vionic. I haven't picked up any in a while. I haven't been seeing too many in a while. The last couple pairs I've been sitting on for just a little while longer versus before they would sell probably within a couple of weeks. So these were gorgeous. They were snake, you'll see in the picture, but they were snake print. They were in, like new condition, all the good things. Size 6.5. I paid $8 for them, but did sit on those for a while. Sold them for $33. So that's even lower than I would have normally sold Vionic shoes for. They used to go a lot higher. But either way, I made $16.69 profit on those. My next sale was on November 7th. I had decided since it was October, November, that it would be a good time to start picking up Christmas sweaters. And I was careful because I feel like most of the Christmas sweaters there are like Walmart brand, and I'm like, I could just go to Walmart and get those. So I was being a little particular on Christmas sweaters. Well, this one was actually a Disney Parks brand Christmas sweater. So cute. You'll see it in the picture. It has, the Cinderella castle and all the things, and it lit up. So I thought all the good things that were working for this. The only downside was it wasn't extra small. But everything was working, and I sold that. I bought it for, $4.87, sold it for $35, and I made $23.13. Next is on the 7th also, is another pair of Lululemon leggings. These are the chevron print, so they were dated. They were an older legging. I sat on those for a while, sold them, orders canceled. I was so tired of these leggings being in my closet. I bought them for $4.79, sold them for $12. I was ready to get rid of them. They were outdated style, and just didn't think they had much value. Maybe I was just super motivated in November to make some sales. That's very possible. So I only profited $2.54. I hate doing that, but at some point you just got to let go and let things move on. And I don't want to look at them anymore. Next, on November 8th, I sold a Anthropologie Maeve Jacquard Shift mini dress. This one was that really cool, I believe, I'm gonna have to go back and look. I thought it was the sort of 60s vibe one. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'll go back and see that in a second. But I bought that for $6.42, sold it for $38, and made a profit of $22.26. And I'm pretty sure that's what that one was really, really cute. Next sale on November 8th was a Postural Fitness by Align Med. It was a posture correcting shirt, which I'd never heard of before. And this was brand new with tags. It felt really great quality. And since it was new with tags, I thought that is worth trying out. I bought it for $7.29, sold it for $44. So absolutely made $26.19 off of that shirt. Next, on November 9th, I sold a Tumi leather wallet. I had learned about Tumi from Lori from Lori's Boston Found. Shout out. She talks about Tumi often. I was looking at one of the top of the racks of a clothing rack where they just keep random wallets and makeup bags. And I just had a quick, look around to see what they had, and I saw it and I was like, no way! Opened it up and it was like brand spanking new. It did not have any wear, any dirt, nothing. So very exciting. I got it for $2.79, sold it for $64. Woo! For a wallet. So I made $46.69 off of that. So look out for Tumi, especially in good shape. And I didn't sit on it very long at all. It was a pretty quick turnaround, maybe a week and a half or 2 weeks. Next, on November 10th, is a brand I don't know how to pronounce. Aisler? I'm not sure. This was something I saw, not even in the right place, but something caught my eye. It was just a sheer white sort of dress shirt. It was asymmetrical, looked really interesting, had that kind of just simple tag that caught my attention that seemed like it was a good brand. I looked it up while I was there and I was like, whoa, this brand is hot. Like retail, I don't remember exactly how much it retailed for, but it was like hundreds. And I couldn't find this exact style of shirt. They do have a lot of their line is kind of interesting lines. And anyways, I bought it for $6.50 and sold it for $50. And this person just offered me $50. I had it listed a little higher. I think I could have gotten more for it. It's just because I couldn't find any comps for it. So I thought $50 is I'll take it. It's profit, I'll take it. So I made $33.51. So ACLER is how you spell the brand, and it retails for a ridiculous amount. So that's a good Bolo brand. I don't know. I think resale even on comps on Poshmark were pretty generous. So keep a lookout for that one. All right. Again, on November 10th, I sold another Madewell piece. This was the 9-inch mid-rise skinny. I mean, these things are still selling. 9-inch is pretty low. I guess low rise is coming back, but like skinnies, low rise and skinny, I don't know. I'm going to still pick up Madewell almost every style because it just sells for me. It does well. So I bought those for $7.12, sold them for $70. Did I really? That's amazing. All right, I'll take it. I can't believe I sold a pair of Madewell for $70, especially an older style, but I'll take it. So I made $48.88. Next, on November 10th, I sold a pair of Zara high-rise skinny jeans. Again, the skinnies, they're still selling. $5.54 is how much I bought them for. I sold them for $30 and made a profit of $16.74. I'm obsessed with Zara. If I see it, I buy it. I can't help it. It does well in my store. It may not for everyone. It just does for me. And I just get excited, especially, the newer tags. I've seen some older pieces like the Zara Basic. They seem older, so I haven't picked up those. But generally, if I see the newer tag, I pick it up. I just love Zara. Just does well. Next, on November 11th, I sold a North Face fleece pullover. First time, I believe, selling the North Face pullover, fleece pullover. It was an extra, extra large, so I think that was definitely working in its favor. It was just a lavender color, but I bought it for $6.49, sold it for $31, sold it pretty quickly, and made a profit of $18.31. Next, on November 11th, I sold that Lauren James plaid flannel shirt dress you might have saw in my fall haul. That's a lot of rhyming words. I bought it for $6.42, sold it for $28, and made a profit of $17.47. Next, on November 13th, I sold a ModCloth Princess pair of culottes. Princess Highway was the brand, Princess Highway. I looked up Princess Highway, and that's a line sold through ModCloth. So it was not a name that I had seen before, looked it up, learned that much. These were a pair of culottes, so like denim wide leg pants, and that's how I stated it. I don't know if people are looking up that, like, culottes. I feel like that's like way kind of old, outdated. So I did include wide leg, but I bought those for $8.49. They were brand new with tags, so that was good, working in its favor. Sold them for $30 and made $17.14 off of those. Next is a pair of Adriana Goldschmied, the graduate tailored leg. I think these were a pair of men's, the navy ones that I had mentioned in a previous video. I bought them for $9.50, sold them for $30, and made $14.51. So I think I was skeptical, like whether, that was it was a navy pair of men's pants, but I didn't sit in them very long, and $30 is decent. So Adriana Goldschmied, I have cautiously been purchasing here and there. I do tend to find more outdated pieces, like more of a low rise, typically for the women's jeans. And sometimes I sit on them for a little bit, like a month or so, which is still good. I just don't think they're just not a fast mover, but if it's a newer style, I think just definitely keep picking those up for now. Next, on November 16th, I sold a pair of Sam Edelman Dorsey flats. Bought them for $3.99, sold them for $25, and made $16 off of those. Sam Edelman is another brand of shoes that I really love picking up. Next is a bundle I sold. This was a 3-piece bundle. It was a Prana tank top, which is a little bit of an outdated tank top, but I thought, it's Prana. Prana usually does well. A pair of Loft pants, and then an Athleta pant as well. So the Prana tank cost me $1.72, and I sold it for $14 within the bundle. The Loft pants I sold for $15.40 in the bundle, and then the Athleta pants I sold for $21 in the bundle. The Loft pants were free, given to me by a friend to sell. They were new with tags, so that's great. The Prana tank was $1.72, if I didn't already mention that, and the Athleta pants I got for $5.29. So I sold the bundle for $50.40. I did offer a pretty good discount for a bundle, and I really try to be very generous with bundle offers because I'm just excited to move that many pieces at once. So I don't mind looking at numbers and seeing if I can definitely deepen that discount and hopefully increase their willingness to purchase. So I made a profit of $33.31 on the bundle. So hey, profit, profit, profit. And the Loft pants I had been sitting on a really long time, so I didn't mind coming off of those quite a bit. The Prana tank, again, was an outdated style. Didn't mind coming off of that for quite a while. And the Athleta pants, if I remember correctly, was missing a belt. So all good reasons to just motivate that seller to go ahead and purchase through. So $50 for that 3-piece bundle, profit of $33. Oh man, this next one, it makes me so very happy. If you followed my videos before on Instagram, and I believe I even mentioned it in my last What Sold video, I had found my first pair of Fry leather boots, and these were men's. They were in gorgeous condition. I did clean them up just to make them extra, special. And these were men's. I bought them for $8.99, and I sold them for $130. Yay! So I made a profit of $95.01 on those. So, oh man, so that's my second highest. And there goes the dogs. almost like clockwork every time we're shooting these videos. Anyways, so my highest profit sale to date was a pair of cowboy boots I sold for $140, and these were the second at $130. So man, cowboy boots or any good quality boots, pick those up. Do not pass them by, especially, I mean, I would even pay up for those. That's so good. But to get them for $9 is insane, and to be able to sell it for $130 is insane and a blessing, and I'm so thankful. Moving on. I have to share my wins. Let's share our wins. In fact, go ahead and drop a comment below your biggest win as a reseller and your biggest sale ever. I would love to hear what it is that you're selling that you get really excited about, because I want to celebrate with you. And here's another high five for your awesomeness and for just wins in our reselling business. All right. So on November 19th, I sold a J. Crew dress. This was an older style, but it was a true wrap dress, and it was black, and it was just classic. I bought that for $8.99. I sold it for $35 and made a profit of $17.29. Next is an Urban Outfitters little boho mini dress, so cute. Bought it for $8.99, sold it for $32, and made a profit of $14.89. Next, as a pair of Tahari pants that I've been sitting on for a good long time. Wanted those gone. I had only bought them for $1 at a garage sale. Sold them for $5. That was one of those deals, huh? Just stinking $5 sales. As I mentioned before, if you have not watched it, within Poshmark, if you sell anything under $15, it's just a flat rate fee that you pay Poshmark. Usually it's 20%, right? But on sales under $15, flat rate $2.95. So my recommendation is do not list things under $15 if you can help it, because almost $3 flat rate fee is ridiculous. So if you're selling something for $5, you're paying $2.95 in fees. You're giving it away, and it's not worth your time. So after fees and my costs, I made $1.05 off of those. Okay, it's a profit, whatever. Moving on. Next is a pair of Aloe Yoga leggings. So love Aloe Yoga. Still find them on occasion, a rare occasion. I think they've slowed down a little bit, that brand, but I'm still gonna pick it up. And I've kept Aloe pieces, and I'm happy about it. And I'm gonna keep on picking it up, and I'm gonna keep on selling it. I bought them for $5.29, sold it for $60. So yeah, absolutely keep picking those up. And so I made a profit of $46.47. So absolutely. Next is a pair of Anthropologie sneakers. So cute. So I don't know how to pronounce it. Veja. V-E-J-A. Some have compared that to like Golden Goose, where like the style is to look like it's dirty and worn out, but these were not that. You'll see in the picture. They were just cute little tropical vacation sneakers. Really cute, good condition. I did stain treat them a little bit, try to make them look a little bit nicer and newer. I bought them for $8.99, sold them for $50. So Veja is a good brand to pick up. I think it's a Australian brand or a European brand or something. I can't remember. But Anthropologie did sell this particular style. So I put Anthropologie as a description on that because, Anthropologie still does well for me as well. But I sold them for $50 and I made a profit of $31.01. Now, when I saw this address, I won't say what it is. Obviously, I don't remember what it was. It was a address that seemed odd. And so I searched up the zip code and like what the city and state would have been. And it said it was going to Germany. And I was like, I don't think that we're doing international shipping through Poshmark, but it was like a military address. So, she went to Germany. I just thought that was cool. That was the first time seeing that. I didn't understand, and it actually got there really quick. So I'm still confused on all that, but it worked out. Don't know where they went. They went somewhere overseas and we made a good profit on them. So just an interesting little tidbit in that sale. I just had not come across that before. Let me know if you've had that before, because I don't know if they get quicker shipping, cheaper. It's like considered American address, and because it's American military, I don't know. Interesting though. All right, moving on. I get so easily distracted when I'm telling my stories. All right. Next, on November 25th, I sold a pair of, I'm sorry, it's not a pair. It is a sports bra from Fabletics. This one sat in my closet for a little while, but I bought it for $3.99, sold it for $15, made $6.29 profit. I like picking up sports bras, especially like Lulu, Fabletics, like Etched and Gymshark, all those things, because the cost is low and you can make an easy, quick profit on those. I think they do pretty well. Next, again, Madewell. We sold a pair of 10-inch high-rise skinny exposed button fly. They were cute. I believe I also picked these up at Uptown with my credit, so I didn't have any cost. I sold them for $30 and made a profit of $24. So yes, Madewell gets all the thank yous this month for doing so well. Next, on 11/26 is a pair of Pilcrow high-rise skinny jeans. I bought them for $9.49, sold them for $31, and made a profit of $13.59. Something I just learned recently is that Pilcrow, formerly known as Pilcrow and the Letterpress, now has shortened just to be Pilcrow. So when you see things Pilcrow, which I didn't know, I thought Pilcrow, does that mean it's an older style? I didn't know. I just learned watching somebody's YouTube video. I'm sorry, I don't give you credit for it, but if it just says Pilcrow, then that means it's a more newer piece. And I have found recently a pair of jeans and a pair of overalls that just said Pilcrow. So that is a good thing. That means it's current. Just a little free information there for you. Next, I actually sold these twice. This is a pair of Lucy high-waisted flare leggings. Lucy is just one of those brands that was big deal for a while and then they just went away. So you can't purchase Lucy brand anything anymore. It's just closed, I guess. But when you find it, there's still a following. It may not move as quick. I've sold a few pair of Lucy. I don't pick it up very often unless it's something I feel like is a current kind of style. And you know, flare leggings are in style. I had sold these, somebody purchased them and then immediately canceled. But it was no problem because they sold again. But I bought them for $4.79, sold them for $17, and made a profit of $8.81. Next is another pair of Lululemon. It was the Tinsel Varsity shorts. These were an older Lulu. They're hard to find. They're just a very casual, some call them varsity shorts, but they're just like a lyocell casual shorts. Had on those for a little while. But they cost me $4.79. I sold them for $15. So it was another kind of like, it's Lulu, but it's just not something people are looking for. So it just wasn't selling. So I did, so I take back, I did sell this. These shorts went in a bundle. So this is my next bundle I sold. So within the bundle, the Lulu short sold for $15. The next item in the bundle was a Ann Taylor denim skirt, which I had also been sitting on for a very long time. It was free, given to me by a friend, so no cost there. And then the third item in this bundle was another Madewell. I mean, geesh, I'm winning on the way. I'm sorry. I'm going to stop talking about Madewell. These were, again, the 9-inch, so it's still selling. High-riser, skinny. So these are older, but I've sold them before and continue to. So those cost me $7.99 and sold for $25 in the bundle. The Ann Taylor skirt sold for $5 within that bundle. So that skirt was kind of part of that, like, I want to get rid of this stuff, $5 and move it on. Thankfully, it was in the bundle, so I wasn't having to pay that $2.95 flat fee on that and not be going in the right direction. So this bundle sold for $45, those 3 items. I was happy to move those 2 older items, even though it was Lululemon. It was just because it's outdated, I was okay with it. And then the Ann Taylor skirt just sat too long. So the main money maker in this bundle was the Madewell jeans, which I sold to them for $25. So this is let me just back up a little bit because this is part of the Black Friday sale that I did. So I started on, I believe, Thursday at like midnight or whatever. I was going to do a name your own price sale, which I had never done before. I'd heard of people doing it. I was nervous because I was like, name your own price. People are going to be ridiculous and offer me $2 for whatever. That was not the case. I was pleasantly surprised at the very reasonable offers that was given during that name your own price sale. And I believe that I offered a deeper discount. I can't remember what I did. I've slept since then, guys. I can't even remember what I did yesterday. So I did offer incentives for creating a bundle. So with the name your own price sale, I said, as long as I'm not in the red, I'll accept all reasonable offers, or I will counter with my best offer. And I was just very happy with the turnout of that. So if you've never done that, try it. I mean, there's nothing to lose. If you don't like their offer, you don't have to take it. These are your items. It's your business. You can do it your way. I was worried that I was going to come off like a fraud. Like people are like, oh, you say name your own price. Well, I named my price and you countered. You didn't want to take my price. So it's not really a name your price. I was worried about that, but that was just really not the case. They named their price and I was like, yes, I will take that great price. Thank you very much. So I will definitely do that in the future. Maybe around Christmas or the beginning of the new year, when things just start lagging. You just got to do what you got to do. So that was the case in this situation. I wanted to really encourage people to, I do have new with tags items in my closet. So, if you're looking for Christmas gifts and you want tags, there's options. There's options there, but people were buying things that weren't new with tags. So whatever they were shopping for, maybe they're shopping for upcoming parties or, whatever it may be. They were, anyways, long story short, I loved that name your price sale and I will definitely do it again in the future. And then I was offering a really good discount on bundles as well. So I sold that bundle for $45. I made $23.22 off of that bundle. And then I sold another bundle the same day. So it really boosted sales for me doing that. When I was worried, I feel like for a lot of people, the Secondhand Sunday thing with Poshmark was supposed to be something really big and special. And no, it was nothing. They didn't offer any incentives. It was not promoted. It was just another day. And it meant absolutely nothing to any of us who are in the reselling business. Very big disappointment. So thankfully, I was not relying on Poshmark to boost my sales. I got in the driver's seat and I said, I know this is a difficult time where people are doing other kinds of shopping. Let me be as generous with my sales as other stores are doing with theirs. So that's what I did. And it proved to be very successful, despite the dumpster fire that was Secondhand Sunday. Hopefully they've learned and next year will be better. Fingers crossed. Won't hold my breath though. Anyway, so the next bundle I sold was, oh gosh, was I excited about this one. Not because it was a good sell price, like sales value. It was because I was tired of seeing these 3 items in my stinking closet. These were items from my personal closet that when I started reselling, I thought, well, these are decent enough. I feel like I could sell these in my closet. No. They sat and sat and sat. And these are like some of my original photos. So they were, everything about it just was like cringe. I want them gone. I was literally to the point of yanking them out of my closet and donating because I just couldn't look at them anymore. But they sold in a bundle. And I'm like, thank you for taking this. One man's trash is another man's treasures. So that's definitely the case here because sorry, I'm ranting today. I don't know. I'm just full of all the rant today. But it was a pair of Rubber Band, which is a brand I have no idea what it is. They're just pull-on stretchy pants, skinny jeans that cost me $0. All of these things were $0 because they were from my closet. So I don't count those as any kind of cost to me. So this is, to me, pure profit. The next thing is a pair of Rock Revival low-rise bootcut jeans, which everybody else seems to sell those wonderfully. Me, on the other hand, no. They were a size 26, I believe. So maybe that just had something to do with it. It was just a little too small. They had so much interest. I had people liking them all the time, but no offers, no takers. But anyways, I sold the pair of Rubber Band jeans for $5 in that bundle. The Rock Revival for $17. Wish I'd gotten more for those because those things were dang expensive when I bought them. But they were outdated, at least for my style. So $17 I'll take just to get them out of my closet. The next was just a Gypsies and Moondust is another brand. No idea what it is. Cost me nothing. Sold it for $5. So I sold the bundle for 20. Pause just a minute. And this is about the time of video I start losing my voice. I sold the bundle for $27 and I made a profit of $21.60 to get stuff out of my closet. Hallelujah. All right. Next is a Trina Turk wide leg jumpsuit. So pretty. It was so pretty. Perfect for the holidays. It was a size 10, so that was a good thing going for it. Cost me $7.49, sold it for $45. First time selling Trina Turk. I have like three or four four, I believe, Trina Turk things in my closet, and they weren't selling. This one, the first one that has, there's still, I believe, 3 in my closet. I guess it's just not a brand that sells quickly. But I got it for $7.49, sold it for $45, and made $31.20 off of that pretty jumpsuit. Next is a pair of Sorel duck boots, and these things had been loved, very, very well loved. I got them at a garage sale for $3. Sold them for $15 and made a profit of $9. I was ready to get those out as well. Next was an Alice and Olivia. First time buying and selling Alice and Olivia. It was a red blazer, really pretty, perfect for the holidays. Bought it for $8.99, sold it for $33. It did have some staining and some pilling, so I was generous, I guess, in my discount on those. So that sold for $33 and I made a profit of $15.69. And next, on November 28th, was my first time picking up Marine Layer, only because I think I've only seen it one other time. No, maybe it was the only one that I've seen that I've seen. It looked like an outdated kind of, again, a lyocell tinsel jogger, and kind of on the lower rise side. So I was curious. It wasn't a new tag, so I was just curious, I got it for, I think, half price. So it only cost me $2.65. I was like, I'm willing to take a risk, and try Marine Layer. And it sold so quickly. I think maybe like the same day I listed it. So I have learned Marine Layer definitely is one of those you got to pick up, even if it's outdated. I don't know. You just have to use your judgment. But I sold them for $22 and made $13.23 profit. Almost done. Well, I don't know why I know why this video is taking so long. It's because I keep going off on tangents. So I'm sorry for that. Forgive me. I hope you find it entertaining. If not, I apologize. All right. So my next item to sell was, I guess the brand is LR. It was really hard to tell what the brand was. I don't know if you could see it in the picture. Probably not. It was a true wrap velvet top with ruched puff sleeves. This is really pretty. It felt really good quality, but I bought it for $4.87, sold it for $16, made a profit of $6.21. So some of my numbers this month were low, and you'll see December. I'm skipping ahead. Let me finish this last one item that I sold. It was a pair of Brooks Adrenaline shoes. These are my second pair of Brooks to sell. So if you find some good Brooks, they have a great following. I'm a Brooks fan. I buy them for myself. If I see them for a decent price, I pick them up. They just do well. So I bought these for $8.99, sold them for $30. They were in really good shape, just some slight light staining. For some frustrated reason, looking with my naked eye, they looked great, but every time I was taking a picture of them, they just looked dirty. It was so frustrating. If you've had that problem, how do you work around that? Because really, to the naked eye, they looked fine, but pictures, they're just showing the dirt. I don't know. I treated those things a lot and got them as clean as I could. But anyways, I digress. Back to it. I sold them for $30 and made a $15 profit off of those. So again, my sales for the month, I sold 47 items with a profit of $894.97. My average sales price of $32.31. And average cost of goods, $5.57. My average profit per item is just shy of $20. So good month in November. Happy that I was able to do the name your price sale. It really boosted my sales when a lot of people weren't making any. So going into December, I was kind of thinking, all right, this is the month where people start going broke because they're having to buy so many presents. And so maybe buying on a resale platform is not typical for the month of December when people are buying new items. I don't know if people are buying pre-loved items to gift. I'm not there yet. Some others maybe, and more power to you. I love that. I think we should normalize gifting pre-loved items. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. Do you do that? Do you gift pre-loved items? or during Christmas, or do you only buy new with tags? Just curious. I did buy some things off a Poshmark for Christmas, but they were things that were like new with tags or new without tags. Some things that were just kind of harder to find. So I'm curious what it is that you do. But all that to say is, going into December, I really wanted to make some sales. So I have been, the spirit of generosity in December, for me, I want to extend that to my customers, to my shoppers. So I did drop my price in December on almost everything in my closet by 10%. And in addition to that, I offered a 30% discount on all likes. And I think that at least 30% off on bundles as well. I like to increase the discount on bundles. It may be a little bit more. I can't remember. I need to adjust that. But that boosted my sales so quickly in December. I was making sales in December, which I wasn't really expecting to make any sales, or very, very little sales. So if you get to that point, I do, my business model is to price my things at fair market value with a cushion in there. I don't want to overprice things where nobody wants to even look at it because it's overpriced. I want to be fair and be equivalent to what other comps are within Poshmark. I look at not only just what things are listed for, but what they have sold for. And then I add a little bit of cushion in there just so that I can offer those deeper discounts. Maybe that's a mind game. I know I'm one that's looking for coupons and discounts everywhere I shop, things that are on sale. That motivates me. So I know that people in December are looking to save some extra money. I have a cushion in there, so I offer it. I dropped the price of my closet. I made 5 sales the day that I dropped my closet by 10%. That is not a normal day for me. 5 things in one day, and it was immediate after dropping the price of my item. So if you can do that, I would recommend doing that. That encourages people. That just tells them, hey, oh, this is a good deal. I need to snatch this up. So all that to say is that, yes, I'm making sales in December. I'm averaging about 1 sale a day, which, is a little bit on the lower end. I average usually around 50 items I sell per month. So, what is that, like 1.5 sales a day or 1.25 sales a day, which doesn't really make any sense. But I'm usually making a sale every day, and sometimes multiple a day. And I am doing that in December, which I'm thankful for. However, I know that my average sales price, ASP, is going to go way, way down. Right now, I think it's at $28, which, all things considered, the discounts that I'm giving, I think that that's fantastic. I'm really happy with $28 profit on sales in December. So if you're struggling with making sales, do what you can. If you are able to, extend the generosity in December, realizing that people need to cut back on their spending, and just give them that incentive, just willing to be generous this time of year. So happy December, happy Christmas, happy holidays, all the good things. I hope that this video finds you doing well and being healthy. Thank you for watching today. I hope you enjoyed this content, the information I shared. I hope you were entertained by all of my ranting. Thank you for watching. Thank you. If you can give me that like, that means so much to me. And then if you want to be notified, hit that subscribe button when I do post videos. It's just still about once a month. I'd like to do more, but here we are, doing the best we can. As the new year approaches, maybe my resolution will be to be more active on social media. What was I saying? Wow. Subscribe and hit that bell notification so that you'll be notified when I do post. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.